And so that's exactly what happened. They went into this weird derelict spaceship. They found out that it wasn't derelict at all. And they found a lot of alien technology that they've gathered now for their Legionnaire masters. But they found this little computer, and the computer talked about elves. And that intrigued Sergeant Balls because he had remembered hearing about elves when he was a young lad on his planet. So he wanted to check it out. So that's exactly what happened. The Legion group went to check out the situation, and they discovered an elf and a dwarf. And the poor elf had a terrible problem that he talked to these guys about, these Legionnaires about. He wanted to get home. He'd been in this spaceship for 45 years. He knew exactly where to go to get home, but he wasn't powerful enough to do it. So Sergeant Balls and the rest of the crew said, well, we can manage this. And so they took the elf to a different level on the spaceship, and they went through an interesting dimensional portal. And they found themselves on a different planet and in a great big Middle Ages type city called Concord. And the city was going through a terrible problem. And first of all, the prince was very happy to get back. And he introduced them to his princess. And suddenly Sergeant Balls was very interested in that young lady. And they had many talks long into the night. But the problem was that there was this weird flying castle that was floating on a cloud above the city, and dragons would fly down and grab people off the streets, and they would grab people off the streets and pull them back up to the castle and eat them. And so that was a big deal problem. And so the Marty Legionnaires decided to get on a flying carpet and go up and check out the castle, which is what they've done. They've encountered some horrific sights, and several of them have passed away now. But lucky for you guys, the Legionnaire supply officer was on the ball. And you find yourself in the middle of the castle, but 3 robots come with massive supplies for the Legionnaires. So new magazines, new grenades, repairs for all the armor, all of that comes back from 3 research robots. And you guys can now use the research robots for your own needs. So you stand in this very strange castle. You know that it's deadly now because a couple of your Legionnaires have died. But you are all fresh and resupplied and ready to go. So, and Sergeant Balls, where do you want to go?
The lieutenant's dead, right?
Very dead.
Oh man, it's back. Can we get the map up so we can see the map?
I have my map up
for the LT.
Yeah, we need our map.
So
yeah,
Walt, can you make that happen, buddy?
Yeah, they did.
You're very good. Well, thank you for all this work you've been doing. If you send me your address, I will send you a very special prize.
No prize necessary. I am in service to the Legion.
Okay, I understand that concept.
So Sergeant Balls, they brought Thumper his Leej armor, but he's also got this nice shiny elven armor that the king was so gracious to give us. So which one should he take?
You should always wear your Legion armor.
Yeah, I have to agree.
Damn straight.
Okay.
Yeah.
That means I won't sparkle anymore.
Yeah. When has sparkling ever helped anybody in combat?
I know.
Have you
I don't know,
seen?
see if you get the angle just right, you might be able to blind someone, you know?
Yeah. There is that.
Yeah, have you ever seen the YouTube video that they did for College Humor where the Call of Duty guys brought in the guys from Twilight to help them take down an objective?
No. Sounds wonderful though.
Sounds like a good one.
What is that? Oh my God!
We'll have to share that in a Facebook group.
Yes, we will watch that as a committee later. We'll take care of that.
Okay.
In the original Excalibur, they were fairly shiny. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, that was silly shiny.
That was silly shiny.
Yeah, absolutely.
So we have plundered, explored 5, 6, 12, and 10.
Yep, and I am putting green squares in all the places that we've been.
Oh, that's very wise. Thank you very much, Walt.
Too easy.
And you guys are all standing out in front of 5.
Right. What is at 11?
Oh, that's a very weird thing. It appears to be a door that's standing up all by itself.
Well, I want to go look at that door.
Okay, so you go over to the door, and I have marvelous text on that door, of course. Okay, that is 11. By the way, this is the adventure we're playing. It's the Blood Red Castle of Doom, and it uses the Dragon Scales rules. You guys are all using decks of cards right now, not dice, but that will change shortly, I believe. So you get to 11. There we go. You see an ornate door standing all by itself out in the open. However, when you walk around to inspect the door, the portal can't be seen from the backside. So from the backside, it's invisible. You just see right through it. But from the front side, it appears to be a door shaped like a giant beetle with beetle wings and beetle mandibles and beetle legs. It's a very odd-looking door with one of the mandibles of the beetle, the obvious thing you need to open the door.
I detect traps.
Yeah.
I don't think so. Your Legionnaire sensors do not detect any traps.
Can I use one of the research bots on it?
Yeah, what would you like to do with the research bot?
I'd like the research bot to tell me what the door is made out of.
The door is made out of...
How many research bots do we have?
You have 3, actually.
3.
Plus, you've got your mortar bot. That's still functional. And you got a replacement of mortars. So you're in pretty good shape there.
I love being in good shape.
So the research bot says it just seems like an ordinary wooden door.
I'll reach out and open the handle.
Okay. The door opens into blackness, and your lights do not enter the blackness.
All right, I'm going to take one of my flares there, Big Sergeant, Big Papa, and I'm going to toss it in, and we're going to see what we can see.
Okay, great idea. You do that, and it's blackness.
So do my strange glowing eyes do anything for me?
No.
Okay.
When
When in doubt, frags out, Big Sarge.
Is there a stick on the ground?
Is there a no stick? Sorry.
What?
We still have our creeper
Sarge,
bot we can.
hold on, Sarge.
Yeah.
The LT was useless, but his body might be good for something. Let's stick his body through the door and see what happens when the head goes in.
Yeah, I'll pull off the LT's bucket and kind of.
I'm not sure that's something that Legionnaires would do. Come on.
Legionnaires might not, but balls would.
Okay, if you think that would
Hold his
happen,
body like a battering ram, maybe.
And I'll hand the bucket to Thumper, and I'll say, see if you can stick this in just a little bit.
All right, so I'm going to take the bucket. I'm going to stick it in. Wow, I'm going to stick the bucket in the helmet.
There we
Dolores
go.
told me that-
Phrasing.
Dolores told me that you were good at sticking it in just a little bit.
yeah, okay. So you stick the helmet in, and I imagine you're looking inside the helmet, and you see a huge ruined city.
Dear Lord.
Sarge, there's a city. Can we manipulate the LT's bucket so we can go through the sensor suite to get details?
Well, no, let's send the creeper bot through now and look through the helmet.
There we go. We'll put the helmet on the creeper bot.
No. We'll just make the creeper bot walk through, and then we'll watch it through the helmet.
Rah.
Okay, is that what we're doing?
Yeah.
Okay, so the robot goes into the blackness, and the helmet doesn't show any images.
Even if we stick it in just a little bit.
If you stick it in just a little bit, it shows the ruined city, but no robot.
No robot.
Can we call the robot back?
I don't know. Can you?
Yes.
Sarge, we should call the robot back.
We call the robot back.
Yeah, you received no signal.
We should have tied some of our Duracord on it.
Hey, what if we have one of the snipers or one of our people fire through the door, and then we watch, like we pick a target and we try to shoot it?
Wouldn't it be
Like a
funny
rock.
if there's like some sort of like native that hangs out by the door, and then every time somebody sticks a camera in there, he just holds up a picture of this like crazy city.
Wouldn't that be great? I absolutely have to do that in a short story. It sounds wonderful.
What kind of city does it look like?
You know, it looks like one of your Legionnaire cities, but as you look closely, it's in ruins.
Can we tell what happened to it?
No, it's miles away, down in a valley.
Okay.
Your
You
call,
want me to
Sarge.
go through there, Sarge?
Yeah, give it a shot. Let's see what happens. Obviously, it's not lethal.
All right, I'll step on through.
Okay, nothing.
Am I just standing on the other side of the door, or am I out?
I don't see James.
I think. Oh, there's Walt.
There we
There
go.
he is.
Hey,
Corporal, Sergeant Balls and Clipper went through the door, and we're on our lonesome. So what do we do now, Corp? Do we call the Courseman?
Hey, easy now. I say probably best thing to do, and then I push Thumper through the door.
Okay, so now Walt, out of the game, I have these exclamation point triangles on Nick's and JR's faces. Does that mean anything?
If you can try hitting the reconnect key,
I did hit that, and they're still there.
try. It might take you out for a second. Just hit F5 on your keyboard.
Okay, thank you very much.
It might get weird for a minute. You might see all sorts of triangles and craziness.
Okay,
That's weird.
F5.
Nicole said that to me last night.
Yeah. Here we go, F5.
Yeah, and there he goes.
James is gone forever.
Whoa.
James is back.
Might just take a second for him to reconnect. Lots
Now
of
that
people
I'm alive
probably.
again, I'm gonna have to take Dolores back.
Um,
We'll have to trial by combat when this is all over, Sergeant Balls.
Combatives pit over a barbecue.
Sounds good. Heads, I win. Tails, I win.
Well, no. Combatives pit.
Right.
So-
I'm just saying, no matter what, I win.
You know that's not how that works, right?
I had my ways.
James, if you can hear us, go ahead and either hit reconnect on your system or hit F5. So has he described what was on the other side of that door yet?
Just the city that we saw in the
just the
distance.
city. But he hasn't said what happened to those of us that actually went through yet.
Or we're pushed.
Or were pushed.
You voluntold.
Yeah, I was going to say voluntold to go through the portal.
There he
Hello,
is.
I'm back.
Yes.
There we go.
Okay, that worked really good. Thank you, Walt.
I'm going to, seeing as I'm an expert in all things mystical, magical, and technical. I'm going to grab some paracord, attach it to one of the bots that are here.
Oh,
And then I am going to step through the portal with the cord attached to me.
What about Ronin?
okay.
What's that, Ronan? Are you there?
Yeah.
All right, you going through the portal?
Yeah, I can go through.
Okay.
Just hook me up to someone here, and
Oh,
So you
That's
guys take
all
the
right.
second
Take me back.
robot and tie to it?
Sure.
Yeah, there's only robots left. Everybody else went in.
yeah, you're
all right,
standing
I head
alone.
in then.
All right.
That's the name of Elon Musk's biography. There's only robots left.
I'd buy that book. I'm
Wouldn't
not
that
gonna
be
lie, I'd
funny?
buy that.
I
Okay,
probably live
so-
in that city.
You see a gigantic city down in a valley, and the city is clearly in ruins. And the first robot that you sent is almost all the way over there now. It's probably 3 or 4 miles away.
Can we link
Can
up to him and share his feed so that way, if he runs into anything that tries to nibble on his robot parts, we can be warned about it?
I think that's a brilliant idea, and that's exactly what you do. Now, we are now using, let me see here, Epsilon City. It's a gigantic product from Goodman Games that I wrote a couple years ago. And we are at the edge of the city, and we are doing just what our good friend Nick wanted. We are now playing Gamma World.
Yay!
So your dice are now back to the normal dice that you use in the game. And you're all fully supplied Legionnaires, so you're in good shape there. And all I have to do now is find the big front street.
Is the cord still coming through the?
Yes, those 2 robots stayed there.
Can you pull them through, Croker?
I can. Do you, Sergeant Balls? What do you want? Do you want to leave a couple back?
No, let's bring them through. We may never. I think everything is a one-way street.
All right, let's bring them through.
The old peep ho.
Okay, so now you have all those 3 robots with you guys.
And maybe for the viewers who don't know, you could give us a little bit of history about Gamma World.
Oh, of course I can. Sure. So in 1974, I wrote Metamorphosis Alpha, which is the first science fiction role-playing game. And people enjoyed it very much. And we, TSR, started getting hundreds of letters begging us to do a planet-based version. They wanted a planet. So we said, okay, we can do that. No sweat. So I developed Gamma World. And what I did was I took the Earth. We went 300 years in the future. I did an atomic worldwide war. I did gigantic plagues everywhere. And the aliens invaded and did horrible things to the cities that remained. So basically, you have a ripped, torn up everything. And every once in a while, someone will find a secret underground military base that's perfectly functional. So there's high-tech equipment right next to guys with bone spears.
Yes. And,
And
one
so
of one of the fun parts about Gamma World was the tech discovery tree.
Yes, of course. That's a flow chart. And basically what happens is when you see something new, you go on the flow chart and see if you can figure it out or if it hurts you. And actually Gary Gygax loved that flow chart. I was constantly giving him things like urinals and irons and toasters to figure out. Oh man,
right.
he was so mad at me. One day he was figuring out an artifact and it got real hot. So he thought he had some kind of heat ray projector, and all it did was make toast. So he didn't forgive me for a long time for that one.
Yeah.
So you guys are going to go through that very same deal now as we play through a Gamma World scenario. All right. So basically, right. What?
How much of this, though, the history of Gamma World, the secret societies, the atomic wars, all that kind of stuff. How much of that was like in your hard drive, the way that you saw the world going at that time?
I'm afraid I don't understand the question. But
You know, like at that time, we were all very frightened by nuclear war and stuff like that.
yes,
Like,
yes,
when you had to kind of build out the future,
sure.
was this the way you saw it going?
You know, yes. As a matter of fact, in those days, back in the time in the late 70s, I was reading tons of Holocaust books. All the big science fiction authors were writing about the Holocaust and what would happen to the Earth as it was ravaged by all these different terrible apocalypse type things. So my world is kind of how I imagined the world turning into after many hundreds of years of being not developed by civilization. So basically, there's tribes out there. There are a couple. They're called cryptic alliances in Gamma World. There are a couple groups that have higher tech. Knights of Genetic Purity is one of them. In those days, I didn't have to worry about being socially acceptable. So the Knights of Genetic Purity are all white guys that ride horses and wear armor and believe that they have the only way to restore civilization. And there's a bear group that has a Napoleonic complex, and the bears have their men dress in French infantry outfits, and their men are all animals. They're bears and cats, and they're all humanoids that stand on their back feet. So there's lots of different groups out there. And then of course the Charlton Heston Planet of the Apes.
Yeah.
Man, when I saw number 2 and he fired an atomic missile out of a radiated area, oh man, I just had to put that in the game. So there's lots of radiation out there, and that causes mutations. And for me, mutations are just like the different colors of krypton.
Oh no!
Different things to you. Yeah, I know. Do different things to you and mutate you. So you got lots of advantages being a human. You can control all robots as a human, and they will do what they're told. And you can figure out equipment easier. But the second you become mutated, even if it's one you can't see, you no longer have those privileges. You're no longer a human in the eyes of the mechanicals. So
Sergeant Balls intends to remain a pure strain human, not some damn dirty freak
with glowing eyes.
Yeah, with glowing eyes, like good old Thumper there. Yeah, Thumper's got problems. He has big pointy ears and glowing eyes now, and he would not be considered a human by any of the technical machines.
He's an orc.
He's a something. He's more elf than orc. I couldn't do that to him. I like him too much to do that to him. But let me get my book out. They have the fifth version of Gamma World out there now. Hasbro owns it, and I really dislike it. It's become an ugly stepchild to me. When a new designer picks up rules to rework, he wants to make it his own. Yeah. So I did the first set and the second set, and I really like those.
The only 2 sets that mean anything to me.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah, I came in at the second set. And that artwork in the second set was gorgeous.
Yes, yeah.
I don't think in the first set there was a big art budget, but the first set, like the rules were just so absolutely rooted in. My lovely assistant Nicole has brought my first edition.
Nicole, hi there, babe.
Hey,
good,
how are you,
good,
Jim? Hi, everyone.
Really good, thank you. Always good to see you, Nicole.
You too. You guys have fun.
Okay, we will.
Okay.
Yeah, there it is. Well done. That's a Dave Trompier cover, and that piece of art is worth $20,000 right now.
What?
Yeah.
Do you have that piece of art hanging on your wall?
Boy, I wish I did. No. I actually, I don't think I have. Do I have any? I've got a couple black and white prints from the books that I wrote, the game books that I wrote, but that's about it from my walls. But
How do you know that piece is worth $20,000?
Because I was at the auction last year, and that's exactly what one piece similar to it sold for.
Oh, wow.
The third edition cover. The old time artwork from TSR, it goes for unusually large bucks.
The crazy thing that Errol Otis told me is that what he found out is that a lot of his art was just thrown away.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm afraid it was.
Yeah. When Wizards took over, they just took it and literally tossed it in the dumpster.
They did. They grabbed, and it was all saved, all ready to go, and they did. They did indeed just pitch it. Well, but Wizards, they scoffed at TSR. The only reason they bought TSR was because of D&D, because Peter Atkinson loved D&D, and because of the success of Spellfire, the card game. It was way too much competition for them. So they bought the company and stopped making that game.
That's how you do it.
That's how you do it. Yes.
Okay,
exactly.
so back to Gamma World.
All right. So yes, we're ready to go. So basically, you can go down in this valley, or you can go anywhere you want. I have a very nice map. You guys are right now. You're in ruined Pittsburgh, but I have the map for the second edition. And so we can go anywhere you want. You don't have to go in the city. I want you to have fun, but there's lots of death and destruction in this game, like all my games. Because when I got taught by Gary, he didn't pull any punches. If you weren't careful, you died. And so that's the way this game is played, gentlemen. So let's see what happens.
All right. Well, I think we should probably go explore the city.
Okay, that's fine.
So we'll get into formation.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll get our scanner bot out in front of us and our mortar bot at the center, and we'll move down towards the city in a cautious fashion.
Okay, that's wonderful. And actually, as you're going down, you see this unusually large bat. This bat has a wingspan of 5 feet, and it's got one eye in the middle of its head, and it's got these great big claws underneath its feet. And it is flying. It's probably a half a mile away, and it's flying right towards you guys. So, Sergeant, what do you want to do?
Let's go with a fire team wedge thumper. And let's see. Do we think we can hit that bat with fire? Is that bat's freaky?
You mean flames?
No, with like our weapon.
You can always try.
Yeah.
Get the AP missiles out.
Yeah.
Are you gonna use a missile? That's pretty heavy duty for a bat.
It's a 5-foot bat with claws and a big eye.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he's just following the meme that says "kill it with fire."
Yeah.
Okay. So we're starting with the Sergeant Balls. Then what do you want to do?
I'm gonna ask Ronan to use an AP missile on it.
Is that what you're doing, Ronan?
Yes.
Give me a 20-sided die, my friend.
Yeah, 20-sided die.
Don't be too excited by the 20-sided die.
Man, I love the 20-sided die.
Nope, that's not it.
Okay, so
Do it in the chat.
hey, do it in the chat. That's fine.
You can roll this dice right here. Zoop, the 20-sider over there. You can get up the dice, or you can just roll it. You could roll it and tell us what you rolled.
Yeah, that's no problem either. Just whatever you want to do. I know you guys aren't lying to me, so I don't worry about that at all.
We would never lie.
All right. Gonna roll a d20 and 8.
That's a total miss, of course.
Oh man.
So then what I do is I look at the armor class of the beast. This is an OB you're fighting, an OBB. And then I look at the weapon class, the missile that he fired, and I have a chart that I take it over and see what number on a 20-sided die you needed to hit the creature, and you weren't even close. Oof. So it flies right towards you, and let's see who it likes. It likes Croaker. All right. It looks right at Croaker. Now, Croaker, tell me, what is your constitution?
Hard.
It can go up to 18.
I have 17.
Okay, very good. Now remember that number as we go on, because that's the number you're stuck with. So again, I have this very nice chart Okay, so I have Constitution on one side of the chart and radiation damage on the other side of the chart. And so what I do is I cross-reference your Constitution, which is pleasantly high, so you should be just fine.
I love being just fine.
I know.
Now you said 5 feet across, right?
Yes.
That's
yes.
one wing, or for both?
That's one wing.
That's a big.
So it's a
bat.
10-foot bat.
Yeah, it's a very big thing.
Yeah,
So-
Hunter S. Thompson would be very impressed.
Okay, you're fine this time. You take no damage. You're a little feverish.
I hate being a little feverish.
Okay, so we're going to start with the sergeant again.
Crystalline rifle to the bat.
Okay, give me a 20-sided die, please.
20-sider. 16.
16 is a great hit. Okay. And how much damage does that rifle do these days?
That was the crystalline rifle I took off Metamorphosis Alpha.
Oh, okay. I know exactly how much damage that does. Okay, you burn a wing, which takes us to Clipper.
Batwing.
I'm gonna point my shotgun at it and let fly.
Okay, 20-sided die, please.
18.
18 is a wonderful hit. Clipper, how many shotgun shells do you have total?
I have 4 magazines with 5 shells each.
Okay, so please keep track of those for me. Thank you very much. Ronan, what would you like to do?
Use my N4 at it.
All right.
Going old school. Keeping with the Legion equipment.
Yeah, I know. So, Ronan, how much damage does a successful strike do with that?
I'm not sure.
Ronan, that's not the proper answer. I've asked you a question. Give me an answer.
It incinerates it instantly.
It takes its head
No,
right
no.
off.
I want Ronan to give me an answer.
So think of it, Ronan, just to prompt you, think of a number and a dice. Think of a number of dice you would roll.
Whatever your first or your second number is, the first number should be 10.
Okay, Ronan.
2d10.
2d10. Okay, Ronan.
Yeah.
Feel sorry for you guys. I expected that weapon to do much more damage. Okay,
2d10 is the cousin robot of a character in GE.
there we go. Okay, Ronan. So roll a 20-sider and let's see if you hit.
And if anybody's watching this stream, if you can tell me what that bot's name is,
Rolled a
I-
8.
I will send you a Legion patch today.
Oh, that's
awesome.
neat. Yeah, it really is.
So
You know, I think
rolled
it's
a,
kind of.
8.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I rolled a 8.
An 8. Okay, that's a total miss. You know, I'm kind of sorry, guys, that some of us who are playing this game with Nick don't have Legion patches. What do you guys feel about that?
We will get you some Legion swag.
Okay, there we go. That's the good answer.
That's a Jason and his son thing. They control the spice.
Okay, I quite understand. Yes. Croker, it's your turn, buddy.
I'm going to hit it with my N4, which is
Yeah. Unfortunately, it only does 2d10.
that bastard.
Let's see if it hits.
A 16.
Oh, that's a very nice hit. Okay, let's do your 2d10, my friend.
So 12.
Okay, Thumper.
All right. So, question for you, real quick. When I got my resupply and back into my Legion armor, did I
Yeah.
get back my alien pistol that I had before I died the first time? Or am I
Okay,
back?
Thumper, you don't have to ask me that question.
Okay,
say
well, then
yes.
I got it. Yeah.
No, then you don't got it. It was an alien pistol. Who in their right mind would give a Legionnaire an alien pistol? Nobody I know of.
Yes, but
Probably
who in their
so.
Legionnaire mind would give Thumper an alien?
All right. Well, then I'm going to fire at it with my N42 Heavy Squad automatic blaster rifle.
All right. I like the way you say that. That adds an extra D10 just because you said it so well.
All right. So roll 3d10.
Roll 20-sider to see if you hit.
I got an 11.
That's a total miss. Okay. So, but lucky for you guys, Thumper blew the heck out of its eye, and it's laying on the ground there. Should we check it out, Sergeant Balls?
It's I.
I don't know. Should we check out the beast?
I'm not particularly inclined to. It seems dangerous.
Okay, so then you're just continuing down the valley.
Yes.
Okay, very good. So you continue down, and the sun sets in the west. So do you want to go in the city in the dark, because the city is kind of well lit up, or do you want to wait till morning?
We've got infrareds.
No, we what now?
We've got the helmet sensors. We can see in the dark.
Yeah, we can see in the dark.
Okay, so you're not waiting till tomorrow?
No, the darkness is our friend.
Okay, very good. Thank you very much.
Nighttime is the right time.
Yes, we own the night.
Wouldn't it be nice if you did? But unfortunately for you guys,
Sergeant Ball
don't.
brings in- Sergeant Ball breaks in the night
You
news.
don't. Okay, so you come onto a street. Now, so here's it's kind of dark, but some of the buildings are lit up. And what you see you're seeing skyscrapers. And some of them are 100 or so stories tall. But all of them have broken windows. Some of them have great big broken sides. It's clearly a ruin. And in those broken windows, plants are growing out of the windows of each building. Every single building is like this. And some of the plants are moving strangely for plants. So you don't know what that means or what that is,
Croaker,
but
stay away
you're not.
from the plants.
You're not. Yeah, that's easy to say, but they're all over the place. Well, as you go, you're on Hyperion Street, and you come onto the street and you see these buildings to the left and right of you. You're heading north, and this very strange white-fleshed dude with a strange helmet and a strange pistol walks up to you guys and says, "What are you all doing here?"
As a sergeant, I'll step forward and say, we've come to investigate this city.
No, you aren't welcome here. Go away.
I blast him with the crystal rifle.
Okay.
So much for public relations. There goes the hearts
Maybe
and
if he
minds
was
thing.
a little more polite when he said it.
That's an idea.
You know?
But the sergeant isn't known for that, really.
Well, no,
Yeah.
I meant the other guy.
Oh, he could have been polite, but he's
Yeah.
not programmed to be polite. Okay, so how much did that crystal rifle do, buddy?
Well, I rolled a 2 to hit.
Oh, well, then we have the answer, don't we? It does nothing.
It does nothing.
Okay, let's see what.
That was a warning shot.
Yeah, okay, no.
Shoot
Okay,
like
Clipper, what would
Dolores,
you like to do? Clipper?
Sarge, are we shooting at this guy?
Yeah.
No.
what?
See, okay, here's the deal. This all happens simultaneously, and when you ask that question to Sarge, you've used up your
Okay.
melee round, and it takes us to our good friend Ronan.
I see Sergeant Ball shooting. I'm going to shoot too.
Okay,
Yeah.
very good. Roll a 20-sided die. Tell me what you get.
Get a 5.
A 5. You guys are awful. Croaker, what would you like, my friend?
Eyes up, guns up. So throw some dice. Let's
Guns
see.
up, guns up.
Yep. 17.
17 is a great hit. Okay, so what happens is the body of this strange white-fleshed humanoid glows for just a second as the round hits its chest and does no damage at all. My good friend Thumper, what about you?
I am going to unload on him with my N42 heavy squad automatic blaster rifle.
Okay, very good. Let's see if you hit.
17.
17 is a great hit. It hits its body and it glows for just a second and then does no damage at all. Now it raises its pistol at the sergeant, of course, and fires. I roll my 20-sided die. I miss abysmally. Okay. So that takes us to the sergeant again.
Crystal rifle to the head.
Yeah, unfortunately, in this set of rules, you may not do that. You can just try to hit it.
6.
Yeah, of course. We know the answer to that, don't we, my good friend? Clipper,
All right. Well, I guess we're shooting. So,
I guess.
shotgun
Okay, shoot away.
to the whole body.
Yeah, no, that's not. I don't know what kind of games you guys are playing, but no, that's not it. This is not Boot Hill with hit location charts. No, you're just shooting at the body.
10.
Oh, that's miserable.
It's
Ronan.
It's tunnels and trolls.
Yeah, exactly. Ronan.
Just gonna keep shooting.
Listen, I don't have
Okay.
the shotgun to be accurate. I have
Yeah, that's very
11.
true. 11 is a miss. You know, obviously you've come into this world and you guys can't hit beans with anything.
Oh, no,
Croker.
we're hitting. It's just that he's got shields or something.
it's the
There's
it's
something,
the
yeah.
temperature out here. It's
They're
throwing
looking
my
to
aim
you
off.
for guidance and counseling, Croker.
I am going to, I'm going to yell out, "Hold this," and then I toss a banger at him.
Okay, that's interesting.
That
Let's
was
see if
my
he wants
solution, too.
And when you say banger, is that a fragmentation grenade?
That is a concussion / stun / flash bang grenade.
Oh, okay, very good. All right. So he catches it in one hand. Thumper, what would you like to do?
Well, the banger didn't work, but I happen to have a.
Well,
No,
It
it hasn't gone off
It
yet,
hasn't gone
Thumper.
off yet.
Well, I'm still going to throw my my e-banger, which is an EMP grenade.
Ooh,
And,
Oh.
nice.
And so I roll a d20.
No, just a second. Okay, off game, Nick, my very good friend.
Yes.
You guys have on Iron Man style suits.
Yes.
What does an EMP grenade do to that suit?
Our suits are hardened against those. They're like Faraday cages.
Okay, very good. That's what I needed to hear. All right, so you toss the grenade. Are you giving the android any instructions?
The grenade is designed to destroy it, so it would fry out its core system.
No,
No,
the
like are you
grenade.
yelling anything at the bot when you do it?
The grenade is not designed to destroy it. It emits an EMP field, and it might hurt it, but it won't destroy it.
I had to try, Nick.
Oh, it's an
Okay, so are you giving it any orders?
No, just tossing.
No. Okay. So the flashbang grenade does absolutely nothing to it, but the EMP grenade turns it into a pile of red gel.
Interesting.
Ew.
Sarge, do you want to go take that? Tell us what it tastes like.
Gooified.
You know, it's funny you'd say that. Dolores said the same thing.
Ooh, this is moved from PG to a hard R.
The gel's not like Terminator reassembling, is it?
You don't have how long you're gonna wait and watch it.
Like 30 seconds?
Okay, in 30 seconds, it's just a pile of gel with some equipment in it.
What
Some
equipment?
equipment.
Yeah,
Yeah. What kind of equipment?
destroyed equipment.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to tell one of the research bots to go over there and poke it.
Okay, and it does, and it's got red gel all over its talon.
What's it made out of?
Okay, that's an excellent question.
Nice work, Clipper.
I know. Okay, we're gonna do this. So you're gonna take a 10-sided die, buddy, and you're gonna roll it and give me the number.
10-sided die. Let's see. 3.
You got a 3. Okay. The robot has put both its tentacles in the red goo, and it's doing some kind of analysis. Please roll me another number.
7.
Okay, here we are. We're at 7. We're going there. Okay, very good. Okay, the robot says that it is a synthetic acid.
Synthetic. It's not damaging you at all, is it?
Yes, it's damaging me, of course.
Oh, well, you should probably stop then.
So, okay, when you tell a robot to stop, guess what it does?
It stops dead in its tracks.
Yeah, it turns off.
Turn it back on. Pull it out of the goo.
Okay, it still has goo all over its 2 talons.
Do we have any tech junkies who's got some canned air or something we can spray at it?
Hold on. I'm going through my list that I have. See if anything will solve this problem for us.
Wouldn't that be great? But no.
I tell the robot to wipe the gel off in the dirt.
Okay, it
What we
wipes it.
have,
Okay, go ahead, Thumper.
I have a can of what we called fiber sealant, which is a spray can that repairs and rips tears in Legionnaire armor. Might I see what that would do for this robot under distress?
Nick doesn't seem to care.
Nick
So
doesn't
what
care
do you-
about anything but Dolores right now.
Yeah, exactly. So what do you want to do, Thumper?
I'm gonna spray the can of fiber sealant and see if it can save the robot.
Okay, so you use half of the can, and the talons are now bright and clean and ready to go.
Nice.
You're welcome, Sarge. I want a commendation.
Sergeant Balls.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, don't swear at me like that. Listen, we're kind of exposed out here,
Yeah.
like in the middle of the street.
Yes.
So if you wouldn't mind, cover concealment, setting
Yeah.
up tactical positions for, whoever this guy belongs to might be a good
Yeah.
thing.
What if we kick a door?
That, hey, as long as I'm not standing in the street next to this guy, and then I point to Thumper.
Is there a door nearby?
Oh yeah, there's two. There's a door on your left and right. They're great big skyscraper doors.
Let us incline to the right.
Okay, very good. And that is building 8-9.
The repository of wondrous explodey weapons.
You know, wouldn't that be great? But I don't think that one is actually. Ooh, look at that.
And somebody, if we had the repository of wondrous exploding weapons, somebody would probably be in there aiming them at us.
Rudy Tooty pointing to
Yeah,
let's go have
exactly.
a party.
That's what they do. Okay, there we go. Oh, look at this. Okay, so this area is brightly lit in a kaleidoscope of neon colors. There's flashing holographic signs. You guys know what holographic signs are. Announcing this as Cleopatra's Cafeteria.
Ooh, do they make
Yeah.
PLTs?
The perimeter of the area is defined by a dozen themed and automated food dispensers. You know what those are? There are 15 tables there, and you see 3 strange creatures. They're wolves. They're obviously wolves. They're 9 feet tall. They're walking on their back feet, and they're dressed in golden robes. And each one carries this big stick. So there's 3 of them. They were eating at the table, but when you guys came in, they all stood up, and they're aiming their sticks at you. So Sergeant Balls, why don't you start?
I'll tell everybody to immediately go for cover and concealment behind the tables.
Okay, you partially covered, but not very well covered.
Some's better than none.
Okay, this is a cafeteria, so okay, so you guys all hide. Now what do you want to do?
They're aware of us and pointing their sticks, right?
They're pointing their sticks in your direction. Yes, they are.
I will shout from my position of infinite cover. Down to, bucket to the ground, just squinched in. I'm going to be like, drop your weapons or we'll blast you.
Okay, and they bark back, no, please. Let's be friends. Please come to our building with us, and we will treat you well.
I don't know about you, but I'm pretty convinced.
Thank you very much. I'm glad to hear that.
You had me at treated well.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, before we do that, could you tell us who you are?
Yes, we're wolfoids. We're Egyptian wolfoids.
What's the difference between an Egyptian wolfoid and just a wolfoid?
And like one from Brooklyn.
Yeah. Okay, so naturally, you guys don't know about the planet Earth, right?
No.
No. Okay. So you don't know what Egyptian means. Metagaming wise, you know exactly what Egyptian means. Pharaohs and gold and snakes and lots of cool Egyptian stuff. But these guys, they explain to you that they're battling their way through the city, and they need all the help they can get. So they would love you guys to come, and they would love to check out your technology. It's very impressive.
Well, we definitely are looking for allies. Could you tell us a little bit about the city at first, like what you know about it?
Sure. It's controlled mainly by robots. There are a good 90 different blocks, and in each block there's a power group. There are groups of people, groups of creatures that control the blocks, and the Wolfoids, his kind, control a good 10 of the blocks, but they're the only Egyptian Wolfoids. There is one other group of Wolfoids that are dressed very much like you, but they don't associate with them much because they're aggressive and dangerous.
So since we don't know about Earth, can I ask them where are we at? What is this place?
Yeah, sure.
Well, I would say something like, what world is this?
Yeah, it's called Terra, and it's been around for a long time. There was a big war 300 years ago, and we're trying to restore civilization.
We as Legionnaires would think that Terra is a myth.
Okay, well, hey, you're in the middle of it right now.
All right. So we've got all that established. Is there a central power here, or is it just a bunch of different tribes fighting over control of the city?
It's a bunch of different tribes fighting over control of the city.
Well, make your case for why we should help you.
Well, I mean, we could fight and kill each other. That wouldn't help anybody.
Or we could fight and just kill you.
We are a very powerful group.
Okay.
And our chariots patrol many of the streets and keep them safe for other Wolfoids.
Just the Wolfoids.
Oh yes, of course, just the Wolfoids.
Well, see, that's your problem right there. You have no diversity.
Well, and they
That's
ask,
the reason I proved that good thought.
really.
Good thought.
The three of them ask, well, what is your race?
Our race is Wolfoid. Yeah.
You aren't Wolfoid. They know that just by looking at your armor. These guys are 9 foot tall. You guys are 6 foot tall.
We're mini wolves. We're wolves at heart, baby.
Yeah, no,
Ooh.
they're not. Don't lie to us.
A tattoo of a wolf.
Yeah, no, they don't want you to lie to them.
Y'all want to see my 3 wolf moon shirt?
No, we're pure strain human. We're humans.
Pure strain humans.
No, we're just humans.
We honor and obey pure strain humans.
That's damn right.
Yes. So please let us take you to our building as heroes, and we'll talk more there.
Well, what's in this building here?
It's a great big food court, and there are apartments up above, but most of them are in ruins.
Is there any like weapons or stuff here?
Well, we haven't explored this building, so we don't know.
What if we explored the building together, and we saw how that worked out as a team?
We can do that. We'd be happy to do that.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, very good. So, would you like to eat here first?
Would you show us how to eat here?
Oh, yeah, they have some delicious food. So, they have this bag of plastic coins. They call them domars. And they put one of the plastic coins in the slot, and they open the slot, and the food that you could see inside comes out for you guys to eat. And there's pies, and there's sandwiches, and there's all sorts of things in there. And there's a lot of fungus.
Do they look like MREs?
No, they don't look anything like it. They look like regular food, except for the fungus ones.
Yeah. As your medic, I am duly advising you that rations approved by military committee are probably going to be your safest bet, rather than whatever comes out of that.
So
no, they pull out some pies and they eat the pies. They smell delicious. And the Wolfoids just wolf them right down. Yeah, these are really good. You should try some. You'd like it.
but it looks all moldy.
They're not all moldy. Just some of them are moldy.
Okay. Is all the food in the food court in that kind of condition?
Half of it is moldy and half of it isn't.
All right. Like I'll try one that isn't.
Okay, so a beef sandwich with cheese?
Yeah.
Okay, so the Wolfoid gives you a little coin, and you see that it's a plastic coin, and it's green, and it has 2 domars on the front. And so you put that in the slot, and it drops down, and the door opens up, and the sandwich comes out.
Who knew that Nomar Garcia Parra's fatter brother would actually be the rate of exchange in the future?
I know. Isn't that amazing? Yes. Imagine that.
That's a New Englander joke for Walt.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So a great big beef sandwich.
I'm going to eat it.
And it is
I'll tear it in half and give it to Croker or Thumper.
well, no, actually, you start eating on it, and it is so good. You want to eat the whole thing. You're just amazed at how good it is. And there's another one in there if you want to buy it.
I'm going to buy it.
Okay, you buy it and it comes out, and another delicious beef and cheese sandwich.
Sweet.
I look at everybody and say, all right, just for the record, I want all you boys to notice, not once have I sprouted a tail. My eyes are the color I started with. And that's because, number one, keep my bucket on. Number two, the only thing going into my mouth is what's coming out of my pack.
Uh-huh.
Sandwiches don't judge.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
exactly.
Yeah.
No, this one tastes really good, too. You start eating it, and in fact, you're kind of full, but you feel compelled to eat the whole thing.
Last time,
the problem is I am a Legionnaire, and I have to take PT tests.
Uh-huh.
And that PT test is directly tied to my career advancement, which, as I point to the rockers on my shoulder, they don't just give these away.
Uh-huh,
So I use my iron will discipline to cut it off. Okay,
I need a 20-sided die.
And you receive an 18.
Oh, that's very nice. You stop, half the sandwich is eaten, and it's taking all of your willpower and experience not to bite the rest of it down.
Exactly.
Now that he has not warned us so that we didn't have time to kind of inspect things. Run a dosimeter over the snack machines.
Over all the snack machines?
Well, no, just the ones that he's eating from.
Okay, sure. You do. And it detects the ultra bacteria.
Okay, what's that doing?
The ultra bacteria will turn his skin black in about an hour and a half, and then he'll go unconscious for 3 days.
All right.
Does it add flavor? Is that the reason?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
All right. Start prepping a treatment for Sergeant Balls so that
I'm gonna barf.
It works for the moment. Puke it
No,
out.
I don't. Yeah, geez. All right, roll a 20-sided die. You need to roll higher than a 12 to barf.
I barf.
No. Oh, you do. What'd you roll?
12.
All right, you barf.
Also,
he still has that bacteria in his body, so in 50 minutes his skin is going to turn black.
I start prepping a solution to that.
Okay, and what do you think you're going to use?
I have med kits.
Okay, you have med kits, but they aren't really very good against bacteria. But you want to jury rig one, is what you're telling me.
Yes, and in the meantime, I hand him my flask, and I'm like, this should kill whatever's in there for the moment until I can finish what I'm doing.
And what's he drinking?
Whiskey.
Thunderbird.
Okay, very good. All right.
I did, Sergeant Ball. So some good news is I grabbed the drugs. Who knew the LT was a druggie? We don't know what half this crap does, but I do have a list of the pills. I'll forward you what he got, Croker, and we can see if any of that will help you in your solution.
Hit me.
Just take them all.
He has some Androx, it's a Black Lotus, and a White Dragon. What's this blue ice? No clue. Obviously, the H8 isn't going to do anything for you.
Oh, it'll do something, just not what we want it to do.
Okay, so my good friend Croker, you have to start rolling a 10-sided die for me, buddy.
All right. Let's see what I got. An 8.
An 8. Okay, roll it again.
5.
All right. Okay, you think you have the answer, but there's a possibility that it could poison them too. You want to keep working on it?
Yep.
Okay.
Another roll?
Yeah, please.
A 10.
Okay, you're absolutely positive you have the answer.
Yeah.
All right. I sit there. I mean, I grab him. I face him and be like, I warned you about this. This is that whole thing in Space Tijuana all over again.
But it was a sand.
Right. Now turn around and drop your pants. I'm kidding. I hit him in the neck with the injector.
Okay, very good. And he turns green and falls to the ground unconscious.
Analyze him, figure out what's going on.
He's been poisoned.
All right.
Nice.
Whip up the what do you call it? Whip up the antidote real quick.
Okay, yes, you can do that.
Roll again.
No, you can just fix him now.
I fix him.
Okay, you got 5 hit points.
Yeah. But
Who knew that LT was good for something there, Sergeant Balls? You got to write that in the report.
All right, so can we med pack him or med kit him to get him back up?
Oh, sure. It takes 1 whole med kit, but that'll heal him totally.
Am I healed of the black lung?
Yes, you are.
Yeah, balls!
It's a good thing you have talented people working with you.
I have the best medic ever.
Yeah, I think you do.
If I was the best medic ever, I would have prevented you from putting that in your mouth.
Uh-huh.
God, it's like dealing with toddlers.
But man, it tasted so good. In fact, you know what? He really feels like having another one.
Yeah.
So he borrows a coin from the Wolfoid, and he goes over to the apple pie slot.
This is bad.
And he puts it in, and it seems like he doesn't have any will of his own. He really wants to eat this apple pie.
I look at the wolves and say, do we have a solution for this, or do you guys just come in here all the time and just eat because you have no choice?
We come in here and eat until we're out of coins.
Oh, can I see your coins?
Yeah, sure. He has a whole bag of them.
I take the bag and I throw it out the window.
Oh my goodness! The Wolfoids go rushing after it.
Yep. Come here, Sergeant Balls.
What are you, crazy?
Let's hook the sergeant up with some binders for the moment. That way we can control them.
Really?
The LT had inner ENER chains to cuff up prisoners. So, Corporal, I think we should give him some of that Compledon mind control stuff, so we can tell him he doesn't want the stuff anymore.
I don't want the stuff anymore.
No. Right now, you want that apple pie a lot. In
I
fact,
want that apple pie.
you start ordering them around, saying, "Hey, I'm the sergeant here."
I'm the Sergeant Pie.
Do we think it's linked to the bacteria that was on the stuff?
You're pretty positive it is.
Is there a way I can whip something up to fix him?
Give me saltpeter.
You can.
Poor bastard.
My dad in the Army actually had to eat that stuff on his food. He wasn't happy about it, let me assure you.
Supposedly, they always put it in. You just don't know it.
Yeah. Okay, so, Croker, you have to roll on the device chart to see if you can fix something that'll help him out.
What am I rolling?
You're rolling 10-sided dice.
I love 10-sided dice.
I know.
A 3.
Okay, that was a good roll. You're feeling good about this. The mixture is the right consistency, but you haven't got it quite figured out.
So hit it again.
Yes, sir.
Another 3.
Oh, that was excellent. Okay, you have it exactly figured out, and now you can make a solution that'll fix this problem every single time you try.
I love that.
Better living through chemistry.
I whack him again with the injector.
Okay, and he doesn't want to eat the pie.
Take the chains off, hand them back to Thumper.
Those dinner rolls look really good.
It's time to leave. I look at Clipper and Ronan, and I'm like, am I a one-man show here? You guys going to help me with this or not?
Okay.
Yeah, let's
I brought
drag
the
it
drugs.
Don't eat from the.
You want me to go find the dog guys?
Nope. Let's go.
Oh,
Are we
They're
gonna
not
more
dog
drugs in the
guys.
building?
They're
entire-
Wolfoids.
Same
The
thing.
funny thing is that this entire portion of the adventure has been the most true thing that anybody who's ever worked corporate life can relate to. That the machines are evil, but you can't stay away from them.
Yeah, there we go.
If it's 4 o'clock and you need sugar, you're diving in on that Kit Kat.
Exactly right. So Are we going to explore this building? Are we going out in the street and move around? What are we going to do?
Let's explore this building.
Okay. So there's stairs and there's an elevator.
Let's use the stairs.
Okay, you start walking up the stairs. Thank you very much. That's what I needed to hear.
Is there like a sudden weapon of power just laying on the ground?
No, of course not. You let those go with the
Wolfoids?
the Wolfoids, yeah. Okay, there we go. All right, so the door opens.
The
And
Wolfoids
there's
were stupid and weak.
I'm
If
sorry,
they-
what?
The Wolfoids were stupid and weak.
Okay,
So
my Wolfoids are not stupid and weak.
They were like garbage raccoons.
Yeah, no, not in this world that you're in right this second.
They're like gobies.
Well, yeah, but they were eating garbage.
Yeah, but it isn't garbage to them. You know how hogs and birds can eat poison stuff and it doesn't hurt them at all.
Yeah, but I still look at it and go, that's a pig.
Yeah, well, you can do that if you like. But anyway, the door opens and you see this 10-foot tall, blue-skinned woman, and
Ooh.
she's got two heads.
Whoa.
And on her back is
heads before.
two heads. I know. And on her back is a great big sword, and on her hip is some kind of weird shield that you can't figure out exactly what it is. And she looks at you, and in all of your minds, she says, "What are humans doing here?"
We've come to help.
You've come to help. How do you plan on helping? This is all in your minds now.
With our guns.
With your gun.
That's what we do. We help with our gun.
With guns and explosives.
Okay, well, then come with me. You'll go to my building.
Can you tell me what your name is?
My name is Orlin Anna.
Whatever you guys do, do not leave Sergeant Balls alone with this woman and keep him away from a ladder.
Hey, keep my Dolores safe from his shenanigans.
Yeah,
I'm
she is
gonna
quite
give the man
tall.
and give the
That's
man the
true.
prophylactic and send him on his way.
But oh my goodness, she's good looking.
Whoa! What are
Him.
you doing here?
Yeah, no, I'm the chief of the Orlin tribe.
Why are you here by
We just
yourself
ran
without
into-
security?
No, I'm exploring
Yeah.
this building.
Well, we're exploring this building too.
No, you're not. You're coming with me.
Well, the Wolfoids tried to get us to come with them, and now
Yeah, they're terrible creatures. Did you know that they consider human hands a delicacy?
I sensed there wasn't something wrong. There was something not right about them.
Aha. Yeah.
We displayed our power, and they left.
Oh, okay. Well done.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
that's
It's
what
more
We're
like
gonna-
we threw their
we're gonna
coins out the window and then
We're going to
they
continue
kicked after that.
We're going to
Look on
continue.
them like a bunch of nerds in middle school.
Yeah, we're going to explore this building, and you should come with us.
No, she wants you to come with us. So she is. So
What part of the humans do you find to be a delicacy?
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
my exact
No, she
question.
doesn't. She doesn't eat meat. She's a vegan kind of girl.
Well, well, come on. We don't go with
Oh, I
girls.
knew a vegan girl back on Utopia. That was
Not that vegan.
Wait,
Right.
Clipper. We told you about dating the dogs. It's not
I
okay.
know.
Oh boy.
It's not okay. Okay, so what is
You haven't
your
gone.
mental
there, but-
Sergeant? Sergeant, what's your mental resistance?
It's 18.
18. Okay, everything can't be 18, Nick. Okay, just so you know.
As an NCO, my mental resistance to everything is incredible.
Okay,
I'm
very
not-
good.
The amount of bullshit that's been tried on me in inspections.
Uh-huh,
Imagine
uh-huh.
the amount of bullshit that's been told to me by higher ups of things I have to do. I am
Uh-huh.
the most jaded, cynical person in the entire universe.
Okay, that's great to hear.
Caffeine.
So that's
I'm not
pleasing
that,
to
I'll
me.
give it to you. I'm not that strong. I have two great strengths. I have incredible mental, resistance, and obviously charisma.
Okay, very good. That's
Yeah.
called leadership potential in this game.
Those are my only two 18s.
I see. All right, very good. That's all.
Okay.
Anyway, okay. So you have to resist her mental controlling you. So roll a 20-sided die. Higher the better.
How about an 18?
Oh, an 18's wonderful. So now what you do with this is you do a check mark by your stat, And when you resist 5 of them, your
Yes.
stat goes up 1 point.
Damn.
I know, it's a good deal.
Oh,
So she didn't get anything from you. So let's go to Clipper. Clipper, my good friend, what's your mental resistance?
I believe it's 14.
14. Okay, very good. So roll me a 20-sided die.
All right.
Legionnaires are immune
Oh.
to you.
No, great. I got a 1.
You got a 1. Okay.
Listen, I told
Wait,
you.
let me-
I told you. I had a vegan girl back on Utopia.
Yeah, there we
You
go.
know?
So you put down your rifle and you start walking with her.
Let me guess. Clipper is immediately going to go see his CO and fill out the paperwork for getting married, and then head right
Hey,
to the.
Sarge, you
Camaro
got
dealership.
that ring that I gave you earlier? I'm gonna need it.
It's new
Okay.
record, guys.
So
I'm
It's been
going
like
to
what,
club
3
him.
minutes?
what are you going
I'm
to do,
going-
Sergeant Balls?
I am going to club him and remind him that he is a legionnaire.
Okay, you can club him all you like, but he's in power armor. That doesn't affect him at all.
Well, but it's the NCO, like, bad. Like, come on, you knucklehead. And I'm going to assert command authority over him and remind him that he's on duty.
Okay, so he
And that
continues
duty does
walking.
not include booty.
He continues walking behind the Orlin and is watching her swaying hips and is just entranced.
Sarge,
Man,
you know what kind of stuff we can get up to with her 2 heads?
I'm going to shoot her with the crystal rifle in the back.
oh, this is
Ooh.
gonna go great.
Okay. Roll a 20-sided die, please.
Fuck.
What did you roll? Did I hear you roll a 5?
I rolled a 1. You
A
heard
1?
what you heard.
You know, I can't believe on Gamma World, you guys are like the worst shots in the world.
Yeah.
Okay, she turns around and she does that to you. Give me a 20-sided die, my friend.
9.
Okay, a lightning bolt hits you and does 20 points to your armor and 20 points to your body.
I shrug it off.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. You can do that. That takes us to Croaker.
Oh, this is why we can't have nice things. My N4,
Is this like a city of child molesters? They keep wanting us to go home with them.
right?
I don't. They're simple people. They have simple needs. It's okay. Shoot away. 20-sided die, my friend.
A 20.
That a 20. Oh my goodness! You blow one of her heads off.
Yeah.
Oh, that was
She's-
my favorite one.
She's glaring at you.
That was my favorite
Thumper.
one.
Thumper, it's your turn. Thumper. Going once, going
He's
twice.
muted.
All right, I'm going
There we
to
go.
open up with my N42 Heavy Squad Automatic Blaster Rifle.
Roll a 20-sided die, please.
Death through superior firepower.
9.
A 9.
Nice.
That's a total miss. That takes us to okay. So Clipper, they're firing the woman. They're firing on the woman you love.
We have
How
Ronan.
dare they?
Ronan has to go.
I don't
No, I
have
know.
anything.
It's
I don't have anything to
Clipper's.
use,
It's
though.
Clipper's turn. So
Uh,
Clipper, you don't want to kill your squad mates, but you want to stop them from firing. So what would you do?
Oh, I'm going to tackle the nearest one.
Okay, that's Sergeant Balls. Roll me a 20-sided die.
But
Okay.
Jim, like, which head was in control?
Both heads were in control.
That,
You rolled-
that is never
rolled
the
a
case
10?
with Legionnaires.
Yeah.
Okay, you bounce off his armor like you didn't even do anything.
I shrug.
Which takes us to Ronan.
All right, I shoot her with my N4.
20-sided die.
20.
What?
I can't believe it. You blow off her other head and the body
Yeah.
falls down on the ground.
I drop to my knees and I just start sobbing.
I
crying
know.
out.
Your
I
lady
was
love.
I
has
was
been
already
destroyed.
filling out the paperwork so that she could get benefits.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So the very large sword on her back starts beeping.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
You
It's
might.
fine.
You guys might want to go for cover.
Yes, we can we go up the stairwell to get away from her, or is there something?
Yes, of course you can. Yes.
Yeah, we'll go up to get away from the blast radius.
How many levels do you want to go?
2.
Okay. Very good.
We gotta
Do we
go
do an
back and
explosion?
grab Clippers. Just drag him while he's sobbing.
Falling.
The drag Clipper away from his stripper.
Yeah, I guess. All right.
What was she gonna
She
eat?
wasn't a stripper, okay?
She was an exotic
He was
dancer.
an escort, okay?
She was gonna be a weather girl.
Yeah, really, exactly. Okay, so 2 levels up. You can go into the level and explore, or you can continue climbing.
Well, wait a second. Like, did the sword explode?
No.
If I go back down 2 levels, do I still hear a beep?
Is that what
Can
you're
we send
doing?
Yes.
Can we send the robot instead, Sarge, so we don't
Yeah,
lose
let's
you
send a
again?
creep bot.
Yeah, send the creeper bot in.
Okay, it goes down 2 levels, and it sees the dead body with a great big pool of blue blood, and the sword is beeping.
Tell the creeper bot to touch the sword.
Okay, it touches the sword, and the visuals go dark.
Did we hear anything?
No.
Sarge, I got all the LT's little bubblers. I say we go in with one of those ready just in case. I nominate a Croaker to go, and then he's got the bubble to protect him should something go boom.
Well, why don't you do it?
Curse you!
Curse you.
All right, I'm going in, Sarge. But I want you
So-
to write this on my NCOER when you promote me when we get back to Utopia.
Yeah, right. So what exactly
No,
are you doing to protect yourself?
Have your name crossed off of Dolores's left titty.
Oh,
You're a horrible, horrible man, Sergeant Balls.
yeah,
So,
really.
so I grabbed the bubbler, House of Reason anti-assassin shield bot that the LT had on him. He must have known Sergeant Balls was coming for him.
Okay.
And I'm going to go down and investigate, ready to deploy at a moment's notice my shield.
Okay, so there are 3 weird blue snakes on the body right now, and they notice you right away, and they rise up half of their body size, and they have these unusually long forked tongues, and every time the tongue goes out, it sparks a blue spark.
Does my the sensors in my armor tell me what the sparks are?
No,
Am I seeing anything on my heat sensors to indicate whether these are alive or
they're definitely alive.
are they substantial or are they corporeal? I mean, ghosts are a possibility, right? So I'm just asking.
They're not ghosts. They have a heat image. They're definitely alive.
Okay. Well, then I'm going to toss a banger out and silence the snake. I'm going to step on the snake with a banger.
Okay, that's exactly what it does. It knocks the snakes unconscious.
All right. So what do I see on the sword? Is it still lighting up?
There's a little blue diode at the end of it that's blinking, and every time it blinks, it beeps.
Does my sensors tell me anything about the sword?
It's transmitting some kind of signal.
Oh, what the hell? You only live once. I'm reaching for the sword.
Okay, very good. His image goes dark.
But then, James, I don't know if you're familiar with the term "very good," but that would be the opposite of that.
Aha!
We'll go back down and open the door and look in the room.
Okay, you hear beeping.
Do we see our guy?
Your guy has fallen on the ground.
Okay. Croaker, do you think there's a safe way to retrieve him?
Yeah. I grab some of my paracord and a carabiner. Because it was when he touched the sword that he went dark, right?
Yes.
So I walk over to him. Is he still touching the sword?
No.
All right. Without touching him, I loop the carabiner into his drag handle.
Sure, yeah.
And then drag him out of the room.
All right, you drag him up the stairs, I'm assuming.
Yes, feet first, so that way he wakes up with a splitting headache. And
Okay.
I am going to complain the entire time about how I'm not being paid enough. I can't believe I keep having to rescue this guy. That kind of
Love
stuff.
you too, Croaker.
Huh?
Okay, so
Love you too, Croaker.
yeah, he's unconscious in his suit, but his suit shows no power readings.
Can we change the battery?
You can take out the battery, but I don't think you have a spare battery. They're pretty big and heavy.
Can we charge it?
How are you going to charge it?
We'll dump half a charge from my suit onto his suit.
What a nice guy you are.
I'm pretty nice.
Okay, so roll me a 20-sided die, Sergeant.
14.
A 14. A marvelous roll. Let's see what it does. 14 goes there. Roll it again.
4.
Oh, that's not good. Wisp of smoke are coming out of his battery pack.
Huh.
You might want to disconnect that.
We will disconnect that.
Okay, very good.
We will peel him out of his can.
Okay, it's going to take some effort to pry him out of the inert metal armor, but eventually you get him out, and Croker is able to revive him, but he's down to 20 hit points.
Okay.
What did I tell you? What did we talk about?
I guess he could go back into his shiny armor.
So, Croker, do you want to heal up all the rest of his hit point damage?
Yep, but he's going to take my CQ when we get back.
Okay, but how many of those big med packs do you have?
I have 8 more.
Okay, so 1 is used up to heal him.
All right, down to 7.
Okay, very good.
Can we put him
So
in?
you guys want to
his
blow
old
up the
magic
body? Because
His
Nothing's
armor
gonna
is
come out of
ruined.
it.
It's
I,
never to work again.
Yeah, I can blow up that body.
Could we put him in his magic armor?
Magic armor. I don't think he brought it. Let's see. Croker, my good friend. Or, I'm sorry. Thumper, my good friend. Roll a die, and if you roll higher than 10, you did indeed bring the elephant armor.
All right, rolling the D20, and I got a 3. I didn't get a chance to grab it when Croker pushed me through the doorway.
Exactly. Yeah. Couldn't have said that better myself.
It's not my fault you were hesitating.
It's like airborne school all over again.
Yeah, really.
Feet, knees in the breeze, kid.
Well, I guess we'll. So we're on the 3rd level now.
No, you're on the 1st level now.
Oh, we're back on the 1st level.
You want me to remove that body?
Sure.
So what are you going to do?
I'm gonna slap a charge on it.
Oh, God.
An explosive charge?
You damn right.
Okay, how many hit points of damage is it going to do?
5d100.
No,
Yeah, there you go.
This is Clipper doing this.
Yeah, I'll do 4 D100s for
4 D100s.
yeah.
Yeah.
Do you even have 100-sided die in your mix of dice?
Yeah, right
I
here.
do actually.
Okay,
I've
do
also-
it
I've
4
also got
times
this.
and tell me what you get.
Let's see, 58, 26. That was only a 6 at 82. Let me
Hold on, real
do
quick,
some math.
Clipper. If you go in where you're rolling the dice and you take it over, the
Oh.
number beside it, it'll roll multiple dice at once.
Oh,
Sergeant
okay.
Paul rolled 187.
Yeah, right. Okay, great. Okay, big explosion. The body is mostly disintegrated. The snakes are gone, of course. The sword is still beeping.
Well, the body's gone. That's all that matters.
Ronnie,
Yeah,
were
of
you trying to do
course.
something?
Is there a way that we can deactivate the sword or learn it or tech or something?
Well, of course, you can always learn stuff here in Gam World, but sometimes it costs you.
Okay. Because Thumper did so well so far, maybe he could try to learn the sword a little better.
I mean, I'm already naked as a jaybird. What's the worst that could happen? I could lose. Well, never mind.
Yeah.
Don't tempt him. All right, I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna see if I can learn the sword.
Okay, we're talking a 10-sided die, my friend.
All right, 1 10-sided die coming right up. I got a 5 right down the middle.
It's a nice 5.
A 5 is perfect. Okay, so you can stop or start the beeping anytime you want.
All right, can I roll again to see if I can figure out why it's beeping?
Yeah, you haven't figured out it. There's lots of things to figure out on this sword.
All right, I'm gonna roll again. Another D10.
Yes, please.
I got a 2.
Oh, look at that. you know that the beeping was calling to the Orland building, and when you turn on the beeping, a signal is in the Orland building, and they come running.
Oh, shoot, Sergeant, you just called in the cavalry.
Oh,
So
then
let's drop the sword and go up another level or to another building,
or we could conduct an L-shaped ambush.
Let's do an L-shaped ambush. My blaster rifle, it could use some love.
We do have tripwire mines.
Yeah,
we
this
do.
is why we can't have nice things.
Aerial
I
precision
know.
missile.
Hey, listen, if it's an opportunity for me to blow up more things, then I'm all for it.
Yeah, we
I've
came,
got-
came to ruin shit.
I mean, we've
Okay,
got
so
the mines,
are you going to
AT.
really set up an ambush?
Yes.
Okay, Sergeant Balls, you start. What are you doing?
I'm going to ask my explosives clipper guy to set up a tripwire mines from the entrance that they'll come in on.
Okay, that takes us to Clipper. What are you doing?
I'm going to go ahead and set up those mines, and I'm going to also rig a remote detonator in case, for whatever reason, they don't hit the tripwires.
Okay,
set
just
them
one
off
mine
there.
or several mines?
I believe I've got a handful of them, so several mines. Yeah,
Okay,
I've got,
very good.
I've
Just
got
at the-
4 mines I can place.
Just at the front door or other places
No,
too?
I'm going to place them at the front door. I'm going to place one at the actual sword and one farther up the hallway in case they get farther up.
Up the stairs.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Takes us to Ronan.
I'm gonna go look for any other like alternative entrances that they may come in on, and I'll set up my proximity mines at any ones that I find.
Oh, that's very good. You do find some back doors, Ronan. You want to set up mines there?
Yeah, I'm gonna set proximity mine at each of them.
How many?
Just one at each.
Okay, very good. That takes us to Croker.
What's in the room?
Well, this room, that's the big cafeteria, and then there's stairs up from the cafeteria. And
Wait, did we meet her in the cafeteria? We went up the
no,
stairs.
but all the action happened on the stairs.
Okay.
Okay.
So now we're back in the cafeteria?
Well, some of them are. I don't know where you are yet.
I'm with wherever the rest of my squad is.
They're all over the place now.
Oh, boy.
We will make the entrance to the first floor door the next stairwell up. So if the cafeteria is the first floor, is the stairwell go up to floor 2?
It goes up to the second floor.
We will make the door to the second floor our rally point where we will operate from.
Okay, that's very good. But Croker, what does that mean for you?
I'm going to be beside Sergeant Balls because I don't know how this dude has lived this long, so it's probably the safest place to be.
There we go. Which takes us to Thumper.
Since they've covered all the entrances and exits, I'm going to hold on to all my my boom boom sticks, and I'm just going to wait and set up my shields of fire with my N42 blaster, heavy squad automatic blaster rifle.
Is the sword beeping or not?
I left the beeping off.
Okay, very good. Thank you. All right, so you wait an hour and nothing happens.
Sarge, do you want me to call him, or I'm ready to go? Say the word. I was waiting for us to be ready.
With our minds, do the two people controlling him, Clipper and Ronan, do you get like a signal if that someone comes in contact with, and then we can detonate them?
I mean, I was just gonna lay somewhere where I can see what's
Okay.
going on, and I'm kind of thinking of them more like claymores.
Yeah.
I'm placing them where I'm waiting for them to kind of get in the middle of all of them, and then I'm setting them off.
Let's turn the sword back on.
Roger, turning the sword back on there, big Sarge.
Okay, very good. So 20 minutes later, all of you lose 6 hit points.
I hate when that happens.
Well, James, that's not fair.
You've learned an important Gem World lesson.
Nothing is fair.
Nothing is fair.
Sometimes you set the ambush. Sometimes the ambush sets you.
Okay, so the next melee round, what does the sergeant want to do?
I want to know why I lost 6 hit points.
You have no idea. That takes us to Clipper.
Anything that I can blow up with my mines?
No, sir.
Nothing. We don't see anything with like our sensors or anything.
No, sir.
Okay.
Takes us to Ronan.
Make the rounds, check on my mines, see if they got bypassed or they blew up and I didn't realize it.
So at the end of this melee round, where do you wind up, Ronan?
I guess back with Sergeant Balls.
Back at the rally point. Very good. Takes us to Croker.
Try and figure out why we're feeling like crap.
Okay, that's not. Yeah, so far you can't figure it out. Takes us to Thumper.
I'm going to go investigate the sword because I have a sneaking suspicion that's why we lost the points.
Okay, nothing happens. So now.
Oh, I can't investigate the sword? I can't.
No, you investigate. That's no problem. Yeah, but it's still beeping. So everybody loses 6 more points.
Sarge, I think we should turn this off and pull our bombs and Charlie Mike.
Okay, let's do that.
All right, because that's 12 points apiece. Oof.
Okay, so where are we going? Okay, very good. So you see a bunch of closed doors, and at the very end of the corridor, you see some open doors.
Let's try to open the first closed door.
Okay, it's locked.
Let's put a shape charge on it.
Okay.
How many points, Clipper?
41.
For a frame charge?
Sure.
Yeah.
Like a D100.
Okay, very good. Roll it.
99.
What?
99. Look at that. That's very well done. You completely blow the door off of the handle there. Okay, and this humanoid robot comes out of the apartment and says, "How may I help you, gentlemen?"
Not another one.
We are in need of medical assistance.
Why don't you go to the hospital then?
Because it's dangerous outside.
Well, I can't give you medical assistance.
What functions can you perform?
And I can make you a great steak dinner. My former master was really into clothes, so we can get those very ugly pieces of armor off of you, and I'm sure I can get you in some very nice tailored blue suits.
Can I get a tailored suit? I don't have any clothes.
Yes, of course you can. Come in with me. And the robot takes you by the shoulder and starts leading you into the apartment.
You know, it would have been nice to know that they made suits up here before the wedding, but you know, she's dead now, so.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Now,
Dolores,
as you walk in the apartment, you're horrified. You see all these plants with fanged jaws. And the robot kind of just bats them aside, and they keep biting at your armor, but they can't pierce anything. But they're nasty looking, and there's hundreds of them in this apartment.
I'm going to back out slowly. No, you know what? I'm running out of the room.
No, the robot doesn't let you do that.
I'm going to pull out
No. The robot puts his robotic hand on you and stops you from running, which takes us to Sergeant Balls.
Did your master have any like fantastic devices, or what was his most valuable piece of technology?
Oh, I think the tie maker was his proudest machine.
The tie maker?
Yeah, it makes ties.
Do you have any guns?
Guns? No guns. My master was a pacifist.
Oh, okay. Can you tell me about the neighbors who live on this floor?
Sure. There's George. George is in the military. He's a general on the fort. And there's Alex. Alex is an archer. He's a fine fellow. And there's Janine. Oh my goodness, Janine has lots of visitors coming in and out of her apartment. I don't know what she does for sure.
I can take a guess. Which apartment was George in?
George is in 2A.
And what apartment is the archer in?
The archer is in 2B.
What apartment is Janine in?
She's at the end of the hall.
Ready.
Yeah, really. She's at the end of the hall.
Janine is a whore.
Hey, you take that back.
I'm gonna go try to open the general's door.
Clipper, I'm getting a definite theme from you lately. The general's door. Okay, it's locked.
Hey, Clipper, I need you to blow this door.
I mean,
I thought he wanted to go to the end of the hallway.
I got something I got to do.
No, Clipper, that's not the way this army works. The sergeant wants you to do something, you'll do something.
I've only got so many frame charges. I don't know if wasting them on apartment doors is a good idea.
True.
And
This is
and
a
poor
general.
Thumper. The robot is peeling you out of your armor. Oh, that's you're not wearing armor. That's even
right.
better. The robot has some very nice blue coats for you to wear, and you notice on the blue coats, in the pockets and in the sleeves, are these weird, small, biting plants. And he wants you to put on this coat.
Is there anything you could do about these plants that are trying to eat me there, big robot?
No, the plants aren't trying to eat you. They're just part of the decorations of the suit. You look very natty in this one. My master loved it.
Can you run a sensor suite of your own abode so you can see these devices, these plants everywhere?
There's no plants everywhere.
I'm gonna die.
Okay, so he
I'm gonna
tries
pull a
to,
burner and toss it into the room.
let's see. Can you do that? Where did you have your burners?
I would assume when they peeled me out of my armor, I jerry-rigged something onto my body for all my equipment.
Okay, so probably the blast radius of one of those things is bigger than the apartment room that you're in.
When it goes up, if I toss it behind the robot, he'll give me some level of shielding, and I'm just gonna throw it and pray.
Okay, very good. All right, so you guys all hear a bang, and then you hear a thud. Don't know what that is, which takes us to Clipper, who's been ordered to blast open this door.
I will not blast it open. Instead, I will physically breach it with my breaching tool.
Hey, why not?
Look at that.
I've got a Halligan tool that I'll use.
Yeah, of course. You bust that door open,
Thank you.
and you open it into an apartment filled with tentacle plants.
Oh,
Why is it always tentacles?
Is it the same kind of plants as the other one?
No, totally different.
No. Can I see any objects or things in there?
It's all covered in the plants.
these are the same plants from the other room, right?
No, totally different.
Oh, totally different. Okay.
Those ones have
Ronan,
teeth,
what
these
do
ones
you
have
want to do, buddy?
I'm gonna take a peek back into that first room, see if I can
Sure.
check on Thumper.
Thumper is unconscious on the floor, and the
Shit.
robot is slapping him very hard on the cheek, and the cheeks are lacerated and bleeding terribly, and Thumper has taken 15 points of physical damage, my friend. Which takes us to Croaker.
He's being slapped like a little child.
Exactly.
Is it too early for me to retire?
I'm sorry. You are not in the position to retire right now, my friend.
Am I seeing Thumper getting thumped?
Yes, of course.
Stop the robot, like grab the robot's hand and just stop him from doing that.
And what are you saying to the robot?
If you continue this, he's going to die.
Oh, well, we don't want that to happen. And the robot stands up. And Thumper's down there bleeding, horrible cuts on his cheeks.
Can we
and nose.
fix him up?
Looks like he's going to need some plastic surgery for sure.
Ugh.
Dolores loves me anyway.
Yep,
No,
that's exactly what she tells Sergeant Balls when you're away.
Okay, and Thumper, you're unconscious.
That's why she feels so bad when she's with me.
Yeah.
Try and wake him up.
No, that's not happening.
Another med pack, maybe?
Okay, how many points you want to put into his face?
As many as it takes.
Okay, that's 75 of your 100 hit points.
What's that would say what? Mine?
No,
his?
your medikit.
Oh. Well,
Does-
they supposedly fix, according to what it was in the other game, they supposedly fix 50 apiece. Does that translate to higher here?
Oh, okay, yeah. You use all 50. He wakes up and he stopped bleeding, but he still has some nasty cuts.
That's fine.
That's fine.
Put a little alcohol on it. He'll be all right.
All right, very good. Takes us back to the sergeant.
So this room is overrun with tentacle plants.
Yes.
I'm gonna take like that half a sandwich.
Half a what?
That half a sandwich from downstairs.
No. That's long gone.
I'm gonna use one of my ration packs
Yes.
and throw it in there.
Okay, and a small tentacle wraps around the pack and pulls it into the greenery.
No, that's disgusting. I'm gonna go talk to the robot.
Okay. And that takes us to Clipper.
How close are they to the door? Can I try hacking it? Some of them.
How
with my
close
knife?
are who to the door?
the plants?
The tentacle plants?
Yeah.
Okay, they're like 1 foot away.
I'm gonna see if I can snag one of the tentacles and hack at it with my knife.
Okay, and you chop it right off, and you hear this this weird high pitched scream,
Well, that ain't good.
which takes us to Ronan.
Yeah, after hearing that scream, I'm not taking any chances. I'm just gonna throw a burner in there.
Throw a burner in there. Okay.
All right, let's. If you're throwing burners, a little heads up, like fire in the hole, fire on the plants, something like that, so that we can vacate.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking fire the tentacles.
Fire at the tentacles. Thumper, what would you like to do?
Get out of the room.
Get out of the robot room?
Yes.
Okay, but if you go into the hall, you'll be in the blast radius of the burner.
Oh, good point. I guess I'm going to investigate the room I'm in. Then might as well. Do
Okay,
I
very
find
good.
anything?
So roll me a 6-sided die. Whatever you do, don't roll a 6.
I got a 2.
Got a 2. Okay, big jawed plants are deeper into the room, and then you see what appears to be some kind of large metal safe.
Ooh.
Which takes us to the sergeant, who's right there talking to the robot.
Do you have any pest control kind of stuff?
Yes, of course.
What do you have?
Well, we've got rodent control. We've got insect control. We used to have plant defoliant, but we ran out of that.
See, that's what I needed.
Well, you'll have to go to another building for that. Or go to the marketplace. At the marketplace, you can get that stuff for free.
And where is this marketplace?
Oh, it's 5 miles to the west and a mile to the north.
Do you think all of the apartments are out of plant defoliant or just the building?
I haven't the slightest idea. I just know my apartment.
Yeah.
I think that
How does the plant defoliant system work?
Well, you spray it on a plant and the plant dies.
Oh, so it's not like a sprinkler. It's like a can of spray.
There's several different types. There's a big canister that holds 2 gallons, and there's a little spray can that holds a quart. Yeah, there's lots of different types of plant defoliant.
Do you think like the building maintenance supervisor has some?
Not a chance in the world. I've ordered from him, but I haven't seen him in 312 years.
Huh. Interesting. I need you to do something for me real quick.
What is that?
Come with me over to the general room.
Oh, okay, I can do that. Which takes us to Clipper.
Yeah, I think the general's room's on fire right now.
It is. Burning things, flapping tentacles. It's a whole big smoky mess.
But you did say something about a safe.
I'm gonna pull out my holo recorder and just,
Just film it?
Yeah, this looks pretty sweet.
Okay, very good. Ronan.
While the fire's doing its thing, I'm gonna check the next door down. Was it the archers, right?
The archer's room, yeah, the door's locked.
Hey, Clipper, you wanna come break this down?
Yeah, I can do
Clipper's
that.
kind of busy right now, which takes us to Croaker.
I'm next to Sergeant Balls.
Yes, very good. Thumper.
Do my enhanced eyes tell me anything about the safe?
Well, it's half covered in plants. The plants appear deadly. There are some weird buttons on the side of the safe. And the butler wants you to put on the suit that it's carrying.
I'll tell you what, Mr. Butler, I will put on the suit after you go open that safe over there for me.
Oh, I don't know how to do that.
How about you go over there and drag it to me so I can open it, but I can't get through the plants that aren't there.
Okay, it'll do that. So it goes
Okay.
over and it grabs the safe. The safe is like 9 foot tall and 4 foot wide and covered in plants.
Big safe.
And it picks up the safe and it rips out all the plants that were attached to it. There might be 100 plants. And it takes it out into the corridor and cleans off the plants.
Nice.
Outstanding. That was very nice of you, Mr. Butler.
Takes it to the sergeant.
Well, that's what I was going to do with the butler. So now we're looking at a safe with some buttons on the side.
Yes.
I'd like to learn these buttons.
Very good. Do you know what happens next, Nick?
I think it just opens and there's a kill weapon in there.
I believe you roll on the chart, my good friend. 10-sided die, away you go.
I rolled 153.
You did not roll 153 on the 10-sided die.
I rolled a 7.
Okay, that's good. All right, you got little lights to flash on the safe.
I'd like to find out what that means.
I know, wouldn't that be great? Keep rolling.
Why is it doing that?
I'm sure I don't know.
I don't know why it's okay. 1.
What'd you roll?
2.
You got a 2. Very good. You think you know to press the number 7 button first.
I will press the number 7 button first.
Keep rolling.
7.
7.
Good job.
The safe begins beeping oddly.
I'd like to determine what that means.
Roll the dice.
Means that retirement money better have a beneficiary.
Croaker, haven't I told you not to be funnier than me?
7.
He rolled a 7. Okay, the beeping is still continuing, and you think it's some kind of alarm system that calls the police.
I would like to ignore that and continue to learn how to unlock the safe.
Okay, keep rolling.
6.
Nope, nothing.
9.
9. An odd gas starts coming out of the safe.
That would affect no one except Thumper.
That is correct.
I would like to shut the gas off.
Okay, roll.
10.
No, the gas fills up the room. Thumper falls on the floor as usual.
What's that? 3 times? I would like to continue to learn how to unlock the safe.
Okay.
10.
Thumper's down to 5 hit points.
I would like to bypass all security measures and make the safe do an emergency open.
1 to 3 on your 10-sided die.
7.
Nope. Thumper's down to 1 hit point.
I'm going to call for Croaker to help him.
Croaker, help
Yup.
him.
What do I roll in?
Well, you don't roll. You attach your medikit to him and give him a bunch of hit points.
Well, I'm gonna do that and then slip over a like a breather on him. pump some oxygen into him so he can breathe and stop taking damage.
Ooh, that's a great idea. I love that idea. And how many hit points are you going to give him from your medikit?
Let's hit him with all 50. So
All 50. There we go. So Thumper, you wake up. You're breathing out of a gas mask that's good for 20 minutes of operation, and you know that the corridor is filled with poison gas. And the sergeant keeps doing the safe, which takes us to Clipper.
I've fairly thoroughly recorded this very interesting room. I'm
Yes,
gonna
you
walk
have.
over to the safe and use my Halligan tool to crack it open.
Ooh, a Halligan tool to crack it open. That's going to be that. Okay, you're going to roll me a 10-sided die, buddy.
7.
Your tool breaks,
Oh,
which takes us to Ronan.
All right. Well, since the Halligan broke, I'm going to try kicking down this door.
Which door? The archer door?
Yes.
Yeah, that doesn't work. Sorry. Which takes us to the sergeant.
I'm going to disarm the security system.
All you have to do is roll a 1, 2, or 3.
How about just learning how to? Well, okay, 4.
Okay, so on this, let's see, this is in the corridor actually. So from the stairs, a large oval robot appears. It's about 9 foot tall. It's floating a foot off the ground, and it says, "Stop! This is the police." So we start with the sergeant.
I'm going to ask Ronan to blast it with an AP missile.
Okay, that takes us to Clipper.
I will use my shotgun.
Okay, so you shoot and it hits some kind of glowing field, and the pellets fall to the floor, which takes us to Ronan.
Since the shotgun obviously didn't work, let's see if the AP missile will.
Okay, roll a 20-sided die.
7.
A 7. You blow it up.
Nice move.
Well done. Croker, you want to do anything in this time of turmoil?
Contemplate my poor life choices.
Okay, very good. And Thumper.
All right, so I'm going to have my bubbler on standby, and I'm going to walk up to the safe and see if what I learned on the Orleans sword has any bearing on the safe I'm looking at.
You might try the sword on the safe.
Let's do that.
Okay, so you're going to chop into the safe.
Yes.
Okay, very good. So give me a 20-sided die. The higher, the better for me.
13.
13. Okay, very good. So
And Thumper dies.
the sword cuts deeply into the safe side, and great big sparks arc out of the sword, and the lights on the little hand pad go out.
All right, but does the door open?
No, of course not. Sergeant's turn.
So the panel is now dead.
Well, you don't know. You've never seen a panel like this before.
Does it look like maybe Thumper can continue cutting and open the door?
You have no idea.
I'll step back and let him cut.
Okay, ordered to cut. Takes us to Clipper.
I'm gonna just be very depressed about the fact that my favorite Halligan tool is broken.
Okay, I
It's not a
understand
very-
that.
It's not a very good day for me today. My fiance died, and then my Halligan tool broke. At least I
Yeah,
gotta watch a really cool fire, though.
I know. Ronan, your turn, buddy.
I'm going to try to help figure out what's going on with the safe. Try to open it up.
Okay, good. Give me a 10-sided die, my friend.
7.
7 from Ronan. Okay, you got the whole pad to light up brightly. Give me another roll.
And another 7.
Ooh, look at that. Okay, so how would I guess the lights are beeping. So now from this point, if you roll a 1, 2, or 3, the safe opens. If you don't, unusual things happen.
And another 7.
Okay, that's what happens. You hear a siren sound. You can continue rolling if you wish.
And an 8.
An 8. The safe opens. At the same, yeah, I know, isn't that cool? At the same time as you're looking in the safe and seeing a bunch of stuff, 2 9-foot-tall ovals appear on the stairs, and their tentacles come out of their bodies, and the tentacles are glowing, and they say, "Stop! This is the police." Which takes us to the sergeant.
I'm going to shoot that one of those with my crystal rifle.
Okay, give me a 20-sided die.
How about a 9?
How about a miss? That takes us to Clipper.
Jim, I don't know if I like this new attitude.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You're the one who's rolling these numbers. I'm not the one.
I will drag myself out of my depression and
Yeah.
start firing my shotgun at them as well.
Okay, you might hit one of your friends in the corridor.
Which one?
Well, of course, it'll be either Thumper or Ronan.
Okay, well, let's see. No, I'm going to chuck a grenade instead down there at them.
Okay, very good. A grenade. What kind?
Fragger.
Okay, so it explodes, and their bodies glow yellow for just a minute, which takes us to Ronan.
Let's see. What grenades do I have?
I don't know.
I think they're.
I'm going to...
Ignore Thumper. He's never been right all day.
Poor Thumper.
I'm going to toss a E-banger.
And what is an E-banger?
It is
EMP.
It's an EMP designed to
Oh, really?
stop
Ooh.
robots.
Okay, you're going to toss that right now. Croker.
Take a pot shot at the new robots.
Okay, you hit it, and it glows yellow. Thumper.
All right, I was trying to save all the glory, but they wouldn't let me. But I'm going to toss an E-banger out as well.
All right, both robots fall to the floor, seemingly destroyed.
Seemingly, that does not sound good.
Which takes us to the sergeant.
I'm going to look in the safe.
Okay, big bag of plastic coins.
All right. I'm going to take that.
Strange bills you've never seen before.
I'm going to take those.
With a strange man's head with a white wig on.
I don't judge.
Exactly. And at the bottom, there's these 4 very strange devices. You have no idea what they are, but you know that you clearly put it on your wrist with a handle. But that's all you know, and there's 4 of them there.
You put it on your wrist with a handle.
Yeah, your fist holds the device, and the device sits on top of your wrist.
I'm going to put it on.
Very good. So that's a 10-sided die right there.
Oh, James. Come on, man. We're friends. We're buddies.
We're really good friends, but you got to figure this stuff out. That's what Gamma World does.
7.
A 7.
I thought we
Looking
found all that.
Okay, lights turn on the device.
What do the lights mean?
You have no idea.
8.
8. Oh my. So a red crosshair appears on Thumper's forehead.
Oh,
Have
we're
you
on
noticed
this
he
again.
hasn't been right all day?
I roll again.
You roll again.
4.
Thumper's forehead disappeared.
Now a red crosshair appears on Thumper's forehead and Croker's forehead.
I'm going to try to turn off the crosshairs.
Okay.
5.
I'm going to hide behind a table.
Yeah, great. So you're hiding very well. Well done. Thumper, Croker, and Clipper all have red crosshairs on their foreheads.
Oh Christ!
I would like to reset the factory settings.
Okay. 10-sided
4.
die. What?
4.
Ronan, Clipper, Thumper, and Croaker all have red crosshairs on their foreheads.
Sarge,
You think the next time you do anything, somebody's head will disappear?
Sarge, maybe you should just put it down. I think that's the best idea right now.
The next, like, what is the percentage?
Okay, I can tell you that if you roll an 8, 9, or 10, one of your squad mates dies. If you roll a 5, something odd happens. And if you roll 4 through 7, nothing happens except the red things are still on their foreheads. That's more information than I give anybody usually.
I know. That's because we're buddies.
Yeah, exactly. It's because you got a gorgeous wife, is what it is. Thank her later.
I will.
Okay.
I will. I guess I'll put it down.
Okay, you put it down. The red things are still on their foreheads.
Can I turn it off?
Oh my!
Well, that's just like trying to, do something with it.
Yeah.
Can you smash it?
Should I smash it?
Can you maybe do it while we're in another room?
That's an idea.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Okay, so everybody else goes to another room, and you all notice that you still have the red hash marks on your foreheads.
It didn't work.
And then the sergeant gets ready to smash the device to pieces. Now, here's the deal. A 1 through 3, and you're happy and you've destroyed it. A 4 through 7, and nothing happens to the device and you don't destroy it. And an 8 through 10, and one of the Legionnaires dies.
And that's if smashing. And that's basically the same odds as if we try to figure it out.
Yes.
I'll try to figure it out.
Okay. Roll a 10-sided die.
7.
Nothing happens.
So the only number I could really need is a 5.
A 1 through 3 turns it off.
A 1 through 3 turns it off.
Yes.
How about a 1?
Is that what you rolled?
Yep.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
sitting right here on the screen.
All the red hash marks turn off.
Yay.
Oh, thanks, sweet baby Oba.
Do I know more about this device now? I can turn it on and off.
You can turn it on and off all you like now.
All right, now I'm going to figure it out some more.
Oh no!
Are you really?
Yeah.
Okay, every time you turn it on, red hash marks appear on all their foreheads.
Then I turn it off.
Okay.
You know, this is how he's going to get his way from now on. Right?
He's
He's
gonna turn it
going to
on.
be like, listen, me and the green lady are going to have a moment. Sarge, we really got to get out of here.
Yeah, there we go.
Just like an infinity gauntlet.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's exactly like an Infinity Gauntlet, only better.
I'm going to keep it off, but on. I'm going to keep it
Down,
off,
but
but on my hand. Just so we know.
I'm thinking about that. I'm thinking you're going to do some more rolling if you do that.
7.
Are you really going to do that? You're really going to leave it on your hand and keep and okay, so how's this work? You've got it turned off right now, right?
Yes.
Okay. And you rolled a 7.
Yes.
It turns on.
I turn it off.
Okay.
Or did you?
And I leave
Did
it on my
you?
hand.
And you what?
And I leave it on my hand.
Okay.
it's like when you know you're being followed by the man and you shut the GPS off. of
Yeah,
your phone,
really.
but
I'm happy to
it's
say he
you.
only has one more roll in this 24-hour period.
Okay. Could the scanner maybe kind of like make it like tell me what the operating system is?
No.
Okay. Were there any instructions in the safe?
No.
All right, then I'll just hold on to it.
Okay, great.
The infinity.
There's
gauntlet.
3 other ones. Do you want them to go to your squad mates?
Sure.
So who are you giving the first one to?
Croaker, he seems responsible.
Croaker, please roll a die.
A1.
Oh, look at that. A hash mark appears on the sergeant's forehead.
I will instruct him how to shut it off.
Okay, very good. You can now shut off that machine anytime you want, Croker.
Excellent.
Who gets the second one?
We'll give it to Clipper.
Clipper, please roll a die.
D10, correct?
Yes.
9.
Oh, look at that. Everybody's forehead starts heating up, and nobody knows why.
Hey, Sarge, how do you turn this thing off?
I will show him how to turn it off.
And he turns it right off. And the last one.
Ronan.
Ronan. Roll a 10-sided die, please, my friend.
Oh boy.
I'm sensing a decided lack of trust here.
3.
You got a 3? Okay. Everybody's forehead gets really hot.
I will show him how to turn it off.
Okay, and then you shut it off, Ronan, I'm assuming.
Sarge, should we take this show to another building before you get your hands on any more technology?
Oh, there's like 30 more floors to explore.
I wanted to see what was in the general's room now that we burned all the plants out.
Yeah, I would figure as an archery enthusiast, you'd want to check out the archer's room.
Yeah.
As long as there's not an archer behind the bow, I'm behind this plan.
There we go.
Let's crack that bitch.
Okay, so what are you going to do to open it up?
Make the Halligan tool work.
No,
It
that's
broke in
busted
half.
forever.
It's busted forever.
Yeah.
Maybe I could find somebody who can weld it back together, but
Maybe
You know-
I doubt it, though.
Tony Justice Bacara on the
That's
Galaxy's
me.
Edge fan club. Oh, that's you?
Yeah, that's me.
He was saying, or you said, I have nothing left on this godforsaken planet.
My woman and my tool are gone, which is usually how it works.
Yeah, really. That's a sad, pitiful truth. Yes.
Let's shape charge it. I mean, frame charge it.
I could frame charge it, but I've only got 2 left after that. So
Man, there's a bow in there.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, I slap a frame charge on it.
Oh,
Okay,
God.
and you blow open the door. And it opens up into a great big apartment. And you're obviously in what looks like a living room. And there are bows and quivers of arrows hanging on all the walls.
But no plants.
No plants.
Yeah. I'll go to the robot.
It's a butler robot?
Yeah.
Okay, yes.
Which of these was the one that the archer guy who lived here the most proud of?
Oh, the power bow, of course. The red power bow.
Of course, yes, I knew that.
Yeah.
Where's that at?
That's on the wall above the fireplace.
Let's run the scanner bot over it to make sure it's not trapped.
Oh, it's not trapped. He would never trap it.
Okay, could you get that down and hand that to Croker?
Yes, of course. And that's what he does. Croker, please roll a 10-sided die.
This is why we can't have nice things. A 10.
Oh, that was not a good roll, Croker. Okay, so the bow activates and a very large energy arrow appears on the string ready to be fired.
Oh, can I shut this off?
Yeah, I don't know. Can you?
Roll again.
Okay.
You guys might want to leave.
Are you
Okay, is
kidding?
everybody leaving?
This is like
Yeah, I'm gonna go
Yeah.
to the general's room and start searching in there.
Okay, very good.
I got a 4.
I got to find out what everybody else is doing. Thumper, what are you doing, buddy?
Was there anything else in the safe when they were done?
Yeah, there's lots of stuff in there.
I want to keep looking in the safe.
Okay, you find these weird wand things.
Go on.
There's
I'd like
5
to-
of them.
I'd like to investigate these weird wand things.
Okay, very good. So you pick up one. You're going to roll me a 10-sided die.
It's probably like those gimmick Harry Potter ones from back in the early 2000s.
Yeah, back in the
No.
day.
Let's just stop here for a second. So Gary was obviously a thinker and a good trap master. How would he have investigated these items?
Well,
Because I know you guys,
he'd let the robot do all of it.
he'd let the robot do all of it.
Yeah, of course, because he doesn't want to have any part of it.
Okay.
And
He didn't ask any special
usually when the red, because I use the red hash marks on the forehead all the time. Usually when that happened, whatever caused that, he would leave alone. He would just set it down and walk away.
Okay. So it's our foolishness.
Well,
Because-
yeah, pretty
yeah.
much.
Okay.
You're
All right.
not being cautious is what you're not being.
Yeah. Our generation has no caution.
I'm afraid that's very true because stupid Pathfinder and
Yeah.
stupid Wizards of the Coast doesn't want characters to die.
Yeah, that's the problem right there.
I don't have that problem at all.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
you guys are doing pretty good. I haven't killed you yet, and there's been several times where you were close to death.
Well, you have
So I got
you killed the LT.
Well, that was in the other world, not this world.
You killed Clipper.
This world's a little harsher than that world.
Oh, okay.
so I rolled a 5 on the magic wand thingies.
Okay, so let me ask you this: are we playing past 5 o'clock?
I would say that once we get the outcome of these rolls, probably would be a good place to clip it.
Okay.
Okay, very good. So you rolled a 5 on the wand.
Yes.
Okay, Thumper falls unconscious on the floor.
Ugh,
Of course he did.
It's his favorite
talk
place to
about
be.
laying down on a job.
I've spent so much time laying down that I'm going to have to get a different profession.
I
But
know.
it's an old profession, so,
So,
Thumper's a bit of a
you-
narcoleptic.
Sergeant, you see him fall on the floor. What would you like to do?
Sigh.
Okay, very good.
I am going to ask the robot to pick up a wand.
Okay, it picks up a wand. Yes, this is a paralysis wand. Very dangerous.
Do you know how to operate it?
Yes, of course.
Is there an unparalysis ray?
No, of course not. No. Whoever gets paralyzed, paralyzed is paralyzed for 4 hours.
Okay. Could you teach me how to use the paralysis wand?
I could. That'll give you a +1 on your die roll, and he puts it in your hand and says, "Do this, this, and this."
And don't
Roll
do
it
what
out.
he did.
I get an 11.
Not on a 10. Oh, that's right. You got a plus, don't you? You fall unconscious on the floor. A 10 is the only bad roll in the beginning, and naturally you got higher than a 10, which takes us to Clipper.
I'm searching through the general's apartment now. We
Okay.
burned out all the plants, so
Very good. And unfortunately for you, not all the plants were burned, and this great big set of tentacles wraps around your arms and starts squeezing.
And somewhere,
Which takes us-
somewhere, Errol Otis is very happy.
Yeah, really, exactly right. He's a fine fellow. Take us to Ronan.
I'm gonna. Let's see. I'm gonna go try to help out Clipper. Try to
Okay,
cut
how you
the,
doing that, buddy?
Cut off the tentacle with my knife.
Yeah.
What kind of knife? What kind of knife are you using?
That kind of Arnold Schwarzenegger used in Commando.
I believe you're unconscious, Sergeant Ball.
it would be a Legion vibro knife.
Allegiant, you have a chance then of really hurting Clipper. Do you care?
Listen, my heart is broken as it is. There's nothing you can do to hurt me even more.
He'll be fine.
Okay, very
That's all we
good.
have Croker for.
A 20-sided die, my friend.
I'm already in a world of pain.
A 20-sided die, please, Ronan.
5.
A 5. You miss abysmally, and Clipper takes 5 points of physical damage and 5 points of armor damage as he's being squeezed to death, which takes us to Croker.
Clipper is that guy you take to the strip club for the first time and he falls in love.
There we go. Yes.
Contract marriage, baby.
Croker?
Is there any way to launch this energy arrow at what is constricting him?
You haven't figured out that, Bo.
I'm gonna get an energy arrow through the
Are
back.
you
That's what's
gonna
happen.
try to figure it out?
Can I just run up and stab it with the energy arrow?
Well, it's on the bowstring.
Yeah, just punch it with the bow.
Called the bow punch.
Do you wish to try to use the bow? Is that what I'm hearing, or do you
Oh,
wish
yeah.
to just run up with the arrow on the string and poke the arrow into whatever you want to poke it into.
Let me
Yes.
translate this for you. Every player is saying, I would like to not roll dice. You're going to need to roll some dice.
Aha.
Yeah, I'm just well, I don't want him to die, so instead, why don't I put my N4 where my mouth is and just throw a couple of bolts in there?
So you're putting down the bow is what I'm hearing.
Yes.
Okay, I need a 10-sided die. Don't roll a 10. It's very simple.
Dear GM, I would like to not roll dice. I'm
You
A 4.
can't. You're unconscious. You got a 4?
Yeah.
Okay, you put the bow down. You're ready to fire your weapon. What exactly are you firing at?
The tentacle that's looking to constrict him.
Okay, very good. You might hit Clipper or Ronan in that room.
What's the lieutenant's thing? That's an acceptable risk or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. That's what he said over and over again just before he died.
Yeah.
The sacrifice he was prepared to make.
An 18.
An 18, very good. You blow that plant to smithereens. Well done. And that's everybody's dying, and it's 5 o'clock on the head. So what do you think? Close her off, guys, or what should we do?
Cliffhanger.
A cliffhanger. Yeah, 2 unconscious people. I think we're cliffed, all right.
Excellent. Hey, thanks again for coming out, guys, and thanks for rolling some dice and getting our gamma on. We'll catch you next time on the Galaxy's Edge podcast, where we do some live action